Hey, how's it going guys? My name is Ryan. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in the Apollo Intech source control system for the JKU, or alternatively JK, on Amazon. And today I'm just going to show you what I got going on. I installed the Apollo Intech a couple weeks ago, probably like last month, and I've been super happy with it. So I'm just going to kind of show you an overview of what everything is, how it's installed, how it works, and just to give you an idea of what it's like when you go to install it and when it's set up. Because I know a lot of people wonder, you know, in comparison to the S-Pod, where does this kind of fall? So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of what it looks like when it's installed right now. Something else I forgot to point out with this overview is that I'm not super mechanically inclined with cars and things of that nature. So the install actually went pretty smoothly for me. It took a little while. I had some bumps with really small stuff, but for the most part the installation was actually pretty easy for kind of like a first electrical install on a car. So I was pretty happy with it in that aspect. So it all kind of just sits right here in this box. There's just a thumb screw that goes right on the side. So this comes off, tilts up, like so. And then you have all your relays here, all your fuses, regular, I think it's ATO or ATC fuses here. And those are you can easily pop those out. And then on the back here is where you would put all your accessories. So right now I have a CB radio hooked up and some rear lights. So I only got two things hooked up right now. Like I said, I just got it recently. But over here you have this wire that goes to the cabin, which goes to your switches. And then you have your positive cable, negative cable. And then this is for the add-on fuse for the fuse box. So this enables it to go off when the car is off. So I have both of those kind of just running right behind this panel here in these sleeved cables that I came with. So it came like that with the sleeved cables, and I just routed them all the way behind the engine bay over on this side here. Positive comes over here, and then it goes right to this breaker, which is a 100 amp breaker. And so if that gets flipped, then you can put it right back. You don't have to deal with fuses or anything like that. And this goes right to your positive on your battery. And then there's also that little adaptive fuse wire right in there. I have it ran right behind this panel, all the way around the fuse box. I should probably put another wire loom on that. And then right in the back here, it goes right into the fuse box, and then it goes right onto the adaptive fuse, which is pretty self-explanatory. And that just basically gives it the power on when the car turns on, basically. So that's kind of a small overview. Really simple to hook up. Super easy to hook up compared to the S-Pod. You know, I found it. I mean, I haven't had first hands on the S-Pod before, but this was really easy, and I would really recommend getting one of these. So I'll just show you the inside. And so I have one wire from the source box, which is this wire here. It goes down, goes behind this panel, and goes right into the firewall. Comes out through the bottom, basically. And let me turn on the light in here. Basically comes out of the footwell. Comes out of the footwell, goes all the way up this back panel here, and then behind, you know, the top area right into the panel. And so the panel just kind of clamps onto the footman's loop, which is where your hard top would swivel, and it would just plug in there. And then right here you have all your switches. These are the standard switches that come with it, or came with mine. Something else I wanted to point out that I forgot. The switches are replaceable, And a lot of people online have actually found that the Contora 5 or the Contora V actually fit these switches off of OTTRATW, I think the website is. Those are the really popular switches that you can order like custom switches and stuff like that from. So apparently those are compatible, which are great news. The only thing I've hooked up right now, like I said, is the CB, which is on the Zombie Light one, and the rear lights. And then you have this voltmeter, which tells you your battery volts, basically the capacity of your battery, how much it's charged. There's probably better specifics that somebody would be able to answer, but basically it gives you a good idea of what your battery's doing and how well it's performing and how well your alternator's performing. So when it's actually on, it'll go to the green and it'll actually run around 14 volts to 14.5. It'll kind of go between there. So when you switch one of these on, rear lights go on, and then you can see in the back, but I'll show you. They're wired up right here. They go all the way up this cable, up the Gobi rack, all the way up, down here to this wire loom, and then both of these lights are hooked up in the back. So they flip right on. So it's pretty handy. You can flip it right off. Something I've noticed a couple people have asked online is it waterproof? I wouldn't say it's waterproof. It's pretty secure in this box. As much as any other components, I'd say. I would think you'd be able to maybe like waterproof it if you put some waterproof components around it, maybe some like some sealer or something. But other than that, I've been pretty happy with it. And compared to an equivalent S-Pod, that would probably be around $500. So this runs for $180. I've been super happy with it so far with the things I've hooked up. Super simple, makes it really easy to hook up any accessories and things of that nature. So I would definitely recommend it. So I hope that helps for anybody who's looking for kind of an overview on the Apollo Intech source control system. And if you like the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And I have a link to an Amazon affiliate link for the Apollo Intech. Feel free to click through that and buy it if you like it. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.